Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, your man licking on my toes. And though it's been said many times, many ways, I'm gonna take your nigga from you.
Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Cause it seems like you are through with it.
What is up, everybody? I had to go ahead and whip out my favorite Christmas sweater. I think I wore this shit last year. But I love this sweater, bitch. I love this sweater. Anyway, what's up? Just keep in mind, this is the last video that you're gonna be seeing from me until next week, so just savor it. Make sure that you go to patreon.com/AdrianExpression if you want to see some more stuff, if you want to get some more content, if you want to hear my many episodes of the podcast that I put up over there exclusively. Check it out, let me know what you think. Anyway, we are in a festive spirit, we are in a festive mood because 2020, we're getting closer and closer to getting out of this horrible, uncalled for, disgusting, heinous, disrespectful ass year that these girls love to call 2020. I don't know what 2021 is going to be serving us, but if she wants to come by my house, swing by my apartment real quick, I will put my wig in a rubber band, I will get the Vaseline, everything. I'm going to beat her ass. I'm going to pre-beat her ass. If she thinks that she's going to follow into 2020's footsteps, like I said, I'm going to send my address so that she can come around my motherfucking house. I'm going to put on some goddamn tennis shoes, bitch, and I'm gonna beat that bitch ass until they bend the knee and do exactly what we want them to do. And what we want 2021 to do is not be anything like 2020, okay? We already know that Miss Wonder Woman is gonna be coming out. I've been seeing certain people that I trust say a lot of interesting things about Miss Wonder Woman. So before I run my mouth about it, I'm gonna watch it first. But hopefully it gives me everything that I need. I'm gonna tell you a show that has been giving me everything that I need is The Expanse. For those of you nerds who love The Expanse, I don't know, I thought the first three, I'm not gonna talk about it for too long because maybe not a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about, but the first three episodes of this new season was so goddamn good, and then they released the fourth episode. I don't understand how they just keep improving. Everything is amazing about that. Anyway, I'm not gonna nerd out, but what I do need to tell you, I need to make y'all aware of something. Halle and AJ, for those of you who are going to just take the trip with me on this road of nostalgia, Halle and AJ said that they're coming with, remember, this is the potential breakup song. You remember that shit? They said they're coming with an explicit version on the 29th of this month, I think. So I am waiting. You can go to their Twitter and hear a little snippet of this shit. I am waiting with bated goddamn breath, okay, to hear the grown version of this song. For me, for someone who grew up on that shit, I cannot wait to add it to my music library. So that's what's going on with Halle and AJ. If you wanted to know, they're coming out with an explicit version and they're going to be dragging men. That's my favorite thing to do. I'm trying to get through these topics because we really have to talk about what Trump did. I'm trying to get through these topics. Okay, next one, Beyonce and Adele. This one also is not a long one because, as you know, there have been people, reports saying that Beyonce and Adele have signed on to do the Grammys or something. And, there's something going on with Megan Thee Stallion as well. But I thought that was where the news kind of ended. But it seems like there are rumors now. Please do not drag my ass, you know what I mean? Do not come up here, hey, drink your ass, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There are rumors, okay? I don't know if this is true, but there are rumors that there is an Adele and Beyonce collaboration. I don't know why I feel like this rumor has been going on for so long. Maybe it already exists and they postponed the release of it. I don't know what's going on. Either way, if you see some news about Adele and Beyonce, circulating on the timeline and shit, it's just rumored that they may be collaborating. Now, if this is true, the way in which I'm about to get my life, can you imagine both their vocals on a song? Because obviously they're not gonna give us no dance track or up-tempo bullshit. It's gonna be something where I don't know if it's a Christmas. Can you imagine they did a Christmas song together? I know that's probably, you know, unrealistic and not gonna happen. But I just, both of their voices together on the same track? Oh my God. That's what we deserve. That's what the people want. Give the people what they've been wanting. It is just great to bear witness to talent. So I really do hope that this shit is happening. Speaking of talent, Lil Nas X, I don't know, like, all of his photo shoots be looking real cool as hell. So yeah, he did this for Paper Magazine, and in the article, a lot of it focused on the fact that he wants a long career. He said that he wants to create art that is lasting, you know? So I'm sure he'll be challenging himself to deliver musically. Thought I would bring that up. He's given us very much North Pole tease, nigga North Pole, very, very much here for that. All right, so Chloe and Halle look beautiful like they always do. I don't think we're surprised at this point. They look beautiful performing for Verizon. I think Verizon did some like live show, and of course they did an amazing job, looking like they were firebenders or some shit. I mean, they look like some sexy ass Hot Wheels cars. I love it, I love it. Anyway, so, but the whole point of me bringing this up is just, if you've seen it, okay, just watch Forgive Me. They performed Forgive Me during that show. I want you to watch that shit and watch what Chloe is doing. I don't know, you know, there are a lot of people who already said this online, but I don't know who made Chloe angry before she went up there and started performing that shit. But, you know, I would hate to see y'all text messages back and forth. Like, I would hate to see what Chloe's dragging your ass into. Maybe she's not even talking to your ass. Maybe she just like remembered something that you did, and if she put all of that energy and power into the performance, I love to see it. I mean, she was just like, forgive me, I'm in your city. I said, damn, sis, like, are you and Megan, I'm telling you, you and Megan Thee Stallion, y'all need to go ahead and just release some type of exercise ass, like tape or something. Like, girl, y'all knees is strong. This mama is Chloe, she was literally traveling that mic, forgive me, I'm about to bust my ass, I keep doing that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Anyone who pissed Chloe off, she was on there. Chloe always gives us a very vibrant live performance with her stage presence, and Halle gives us very much cool, calm, and collected, very, you know what I mean? Very cool, calm, and collected, but the vocals don't lie, ho. I just love that they give each other the space and safety to be able to perform like that on stage while you hoes are trying to get one of them to go solo and all this shit. I'm just like, ma'am, let's let them live. let's let Chloe and Halle live. They're a talented duo, okay? So let's get to the topic at hand, girl. We gotta talk about this tumbleweed. We gotta talk about this, you know, dandruff scalp. It's giving very much snowflake on the scalp. It's giving, you know what I mean? Let's talk about this thing here, just soggy toilet paper ass scalp ass, Cheeto built ass Donald Trump. We gotta talk about it. So Trump surprised everybody. I'm talking about people on both sides of the oppressive ass aisle. Them girls, like, he apparently took like a film crew secretly, not that secretly obviously, but didn't consult obviously anybody. Took a film crew, went down there in the White House and said, hey girl, we finna make this announcement. So Trump went up there and said, hey bitches, guess what? I'm gonna veto this hoe. I'm gonna veto this bill. I know you bitches want some shit for Christmas. I know you hoes want to pay your rent and shit like that. I'm gonna veto this bill if Congress does not take their ass back there and give us $2,000 a month. Now that shit surprised the shit out of me. It surprised, it surprised Republicans and it surprised the Democrats, right? It's because they're all scrambling. Oh shit, what the fuck we finna do? This nigga really want to do $2,000 a month? I'm down for it, I'm ready for it. So now I guess it's in the Democrats' court somewhat to call his bluff, and also it's definitely in Mitch McConnell's fucking court. But before I go and talk about all that, I think I want to break down why I personally think he did this shit, right? So there are many reasons. The first one, in my opinion, is very obvious from, especially if you listen to some of the last things that he said in that announcement. He was just like, you know, maybe the next administration will be me. Maybe I'll still be in office even after, you know what I mean? Even during 2021, and you know, he said maybe the next administration will be me. So I don't know if he thinks that saying, hey, guess what, bitches? I'm gonna give you hoes $2K a month, and in turn, maybe y'all will help me try and overturn this election. I'm not sure if that's what he thinks is going on. I'm not, you know, that's one thing. The second thing is maybe he feels like, you know, the Republicans have not been as bold, have not really been backing him up the way he wants them to when it comes to overturning this fucking election, when it comes to trying to peddle this voter fraud bullshit. So in order to fuck his party over, he can circumvent all day bullshit and say, hey, guess what? While they have been pushing for $600, $500 stimulus checks. None, actually. But if you're gonna get one, they've been pushing for $500, $600 stimulus checks. And they have been doing this. I'm talking about Trump's own, Treasury secretaries over there negotiating, while all this shit is negotiating legislation for this whole time, okay? I think that's another reason you fuck your party over. And another reason, in my opinion, and y'all can tell me what you think about this, I think that we already know how a lot of the population does not really analyze politics much further than the optics, right? So if you do that, if you've been making the Democrats kiss your fucking ring this whole time and be like, well, $600, y'all hoes ain't getting more than that shit. Y'all hoes ain't getting more than that shit. And at the end of it, you have Nancy Pelosi out here talking about $600 is significant. It's, I wanted more, but it's significant. And then you turn around and say, hey, guess what? I want to give y'all $2,000 a month. The optics of that looks crazy as hell. The optics looks like you just had Nancy over here saying that $600 is significant while Trump is over here trying to give you $2,000. Like I said, that's just the optics, because those of us who know and follow politics already know that the Democrats have been trying to ask, even though Joe Biden did not advocate for $2,000 a month. Oh, that shit is funny. But we all know that Democrats have been asking for higher stimulus checks. So like I said, it's just the optics where it looks crazy. If you follow the story, you know what actually happens, but the optics look crazy. To me, this is giving very much PR stunt, because if he wanted $2K a month for the American people, he would actually have been pushing for that. He wouldn't have told his representatives to stop negotiation and hold the bill hostage. He would, like I said, he would have actually been pushing for that shit and telling his people to push for that shit. So it's giving PR stunt, especially because if you actually cared about people getting relief, fucking with the bill at this moment instead of just pushing for real actual checks and support and financial support that can actually help the people, while you fucking the bill up in this last moment, and unemployment benefits expire the day after Christmas. CNBC says if these programs are allowed to expire, roughly 12 million Americans are set to lose unemployment benefits the day after Christmas. I mean, they have to go into all this shit again. Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that the House will try to pass the bill by unanimous consent, meaning that only one Republican member opposing the proposal needs to be present in order to block the bill. So you have all of this. To me, like I said, it gives me very much PR stunt, gives me very much distraction, especially since this could have been done if you actually cared about the goddamn people. But also we have to remember that Trump is really using his power now to execute motherfuckers, and he's also pardoning people. He's pardoning people who lied during investigation. I think George Papadopoulos, something like that. Pardoning people who lied during investigations to protect themselves or to protect him. The Blackwater Guards convicted of killing over a dozen innocent Iraqi civilians. He pardoned them today by Donald Trump. So it's like, when he does this shit, when you see these kinds of things come from these politicians, you got to look else, like, what are they doing? What else are they doing? What is the main goal? Because we already know through their words and actions that they don't give a fuck about the American people. So if you're doing this, and we gonna cash the check regardless. We gonna cash the check regardless. But at the same time, what is the actual goal? What are you actually trying to do? Like I said, I think it's a fucking slap in the face that, oh well, we're gonna play with you bitches the whole time. We're gonna make it look like we care more about your asses than Democrats do. I think it's a fucking slap in the face for y'all to be like, oh well, actually we were trying to fuck y'all hoes over, but let's talk about 2K now. And Mitch McConnell's gonna be in a really fucked up ass place after this. Yeah, I don't know I haven't seen him say anything about this. But the Republicans were pushing for lower ass stimulus goddamn checks. But now that Trump has said, hey girl, I want 2K, he's literally put the Republican Party between a rock and a fucked up ass hard place. But either way, the girls want that 2K. Anyway. Anyway, on that note, thank you all so much for watching my crazy ass. Make sure that you check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression if you want to hear more, if you want to see more. I hope that you have a great holiday break. Please be safe. I'm going to sit my ass down. You will see me next week. I love y'all so much. Make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.